And does this moment now signal a shift in the US-India relations from strategic partnership to now forced strategic alignment expectations? Just like Pathikrit was saying, that our diplomacy doesn't really speak much, but it's the actions that actually matter, and we do it when it is needed.
Yeah, I think a lot of the action has already been taken in terms of trade deals. If you notice from the last 4 or 5 years, we've entered into trade deals with decent economies with good purchasing power, including the UAE, Australia, UK, and now the European Union. And I think the European Union trade deal was a game changer. And I truly believe that if it wasn't for the European Union trade deal, Trump would not have even invited us to the table. He's worried now because for a very long time he thought India did not have an alternative market to the US, because US, as you know, is the biggest market that we have. And who were the other bigger markets that we could choose? One was China. We wouldn't choose that because of the tensions that are existing. We couldn't choose Russia because of the sanctions that were existing. We, of course, couldn't choose Pakistan because of the enmity that exists. So the only option was a larger market like the European Union with a decent purchasing power and a larger population. We have finally made it. I think that has pushed Trump to sitting down on a table with India is what I believe. And because of that, I don't think we will be pushed to completely ignore Russia. Maybe before the deal, we've had that pressure, but now we have the negotiation chips in our hands. For one, we already have other countries in the pipeline, New Zealand, Canada, all in the pipeline. That's one. Two, Russia is not a country that we cannot we can ignore, because there's no way we can overlook the importance of Russia, because right from independence, as you are aware, they have been the most reliable partner in terms of trade, in terms of military assistance. They've provided us everything. We saw that in full display in Operation Sindoor as well. They helped us develop S-400 air defense system. They helped us develop BrahMos, which was all on full display. So Russia, there is no way, there is no alternative universe in which India ignores or completely isolates Russia. That is not going to happen, even in this scenario. And why I say this scenario is because India has now made multiple trade deals that has given us leverage.
Yep.
And in terms of comparison, why would you, yes, you could say that you could make the argument that Hungary is not being blocked. Turkey, despite being a NATO member, is not being blocked. China is not being blocked. And the reason I think is because the argument they might make is that Hungary and Turkey, in comparison to what India used to buy in 2025, barely buys 5 to 10% of the oil. So the US was trying to catch a big fish to pressurize Russia. And that big fish, the soft big fish, was India, unfortunately. China, they cannot touch China. No country in the world, unfortunately. Yep. I hate to say this, but no country in the world at the moment can mess with China. The reason is everything that a sustainable modern economy requires to progress, China has it. Let's name it: rare earth minerals, semiconductors, solar panels, EVs, EV batteries, PCBs, all of it, even APIs, pharmaceutical ingredients. So you need China. If China wants it, they can disrupt the global supply chain instantly, and that will affect the US as well, despite them being a superpower. So I think that's one of the reasons why they decided
That's
to
one of the biggest
India.
reasons why the Pax Silica was, that alliance was made in the first place, to secure that AI supply chain, the rare mineral, grip that China has on the rest of the world. But, credible points that you've raised, in India certainly not buckling under that pressure, that fish that was being targeted to tackle Russia on the other hand.